Here we go. Patch notes coming up with new Apex. So stay tuned, guys. Here we go. Let's get into it. The Apex Legends updates for From the Rift are out, and the patch notes are here. I cannot wait to read it. In this big preview, for those who don't know, Apex has changed almost completely. We're being able to go back in time 5 years ago when Shroud, when Dizzy, when Asu, when all of these players were just young bucks trying to figure out how this new game would impact the landscape of FPS and BR forever. We're jumping into Kings Canyon alongside all of us while we're having a chance to go back in this latest iteration of Season 23. It was a shock surprise drop, just like 5 years ago when Apex surprise dropped, and there was no word of this, and the internet has been going pretty crazy. There's some people still reluctant. They want to play it, but we have the patch notes out here, so we're going to see how that entails with the Lifeline changes as well, completely reworked. And how bad are the new weapons? And bad, I mean Michael Jackson bad. I mean good. You know what I'm saying? Or do we have old wingman? Do we have some of these crazy weapons that are going to dominate when we go back into it? And how exactly will that mode work? Plus, is there a new heirloom? Let's find out as we go into the patch notes here. Remember to leave a like on the video as we get started, and let me know what you guys think below. If you haven't seen the gameplay trailer, we watched it on my channel. That should be up as well. But just a heads up, it is time to get into the actual stuff. So we've got original experience at the beginning of Apex Legends again. Relive the rush of the first drop in Launch Royale. Then get reacquainted with Lifeline. Revived with new abilities to take the front lines. Glide to reposition. So the glide is real. She can glide now. And more. Tear through the Outlands with Rift Relics, offering cosmic abilities and weapons that dial up your power. Wield the Raptor's Claw, a new universal mythic melee cosmetic, and harness the madness of science in the new Battle Pass Split 1. All right, new mode. Launch Royale. All right, I love this graphic. We're going to have to save that at some point as well. Step back in time to experience what started it all. Launch Royale. This new LTM drops players into the original Apex Legends circa 2019, before COVID even existed. Wow. Wow. Just a blip in time. It's the old school weapons, legends, abilities, rule set, and map that started it all. That means no Evo armor or ability upgrades, just pure skill and your wits to survive the Apex games. If you're craving that old school Apex vibe or just want to see how it all started, this is the best time to jump in and see where legends were born. Conquer Launch Royale challenges to unlock legends and earn rewards like Apex packs and more. Ready up, because we're going back to experience that first drop once again. Lifeline revived. Wow. Now, this is an awesome thing as well. I love that she can glide. I mean, this image is beautiful. This is such a cool idea. I really love the I love this background image too. I feel like if you took out this and you just like kept this and maybe like AI generative filled this part, I don't know, just continued it on, it'd be a really cool backdrop for a lot of different thumbnails and things like that. So that's cool. All right, the original medic is now a frontline menace. Lifeline dives into the action with an aggressive new kit, the ability to teleport DOC, Drone of Compassion, to your allies, glide for unmatched mobility, and deploy an indestructible force field that amps up healing efficiency for your squad. She's not just saving lives, she's fighting her way to the champion's podium. Now, this is interesting. Insta-locking Wraith again. You know what I call this? Insta-locking Wraith again. Yeah, that is how it used to be. Remember, there were not all these legends in the first part of Apex. So when you talk about what was popular then, you know, there were a few legends that just dominated, and Wraith was insta-locked almost every game. I mean, Wraith was just exactly what it is. I am the patch. Wow, Joshua. Whoa. Wow. Okay, let's get back to it here. We're streaming on Twitch and on YouTube, by the way, /Rainday. So check it out, and /Rainday Gaming on YouTube. Combat glide. Hold jump midair to use DOC to briefly glide. Deploy DOC to revive teammates, leaving Lifeline free to defend. Wow. So she's still able to deploy her Drone of Compassion to revive teammates. So she could still do that. So they didn't take that away from her kit, which is important, and she can now glide. Her tactical DOC heal drone. Her DOC heals nearby allies. DOC can be assigned to follow allies once deployed. So it seems like you'll have a command to deploy, and then you'll also have a command to hold and follow somebody if you target them with your drone, with your tactical. So probably you're looking at them, you can hold your button for your tactical, and you can choose to have it follow them. If you just press it once, you'll probably just throw it wherever you are. That's how I would assume they'd map the interaction for that. And that's going to be interesting in a couple different ways. You know, how fast does the DOC move? It's going to be important to really look at it in situations not mid-fight, but like kind of around corners, buildings, things like that. Because a lot of times the Lifeline has the healing, but you're fighting in a corner. I could see you, and you can't get to me. And so me throwing my drone on me means we're all kind of huddled up in the same area. If I put my drone onto you, I can actually now kind of create a different threat where you're healing and I'm healing myself, which is kind of the thing that Lifeline does when she revives. You could be getting revived. I'm still fighting somewhere else. So you have to choose which one you go for. I think this is going to help give Lifeline a lot more flexibility, and she'll be more dynamic as a character playing with others. So I like this a lot. And like, you know, if you have a kid coming out, I have a baby girl coming in a few months, guys, a few months, start of next year. You got to teach them how to play with each other. You know what I'm saying? You got to teach them how to play with others, you know, so they can share and they can learn how to operate in a team environment. Okay, so the ultimate, this is a big one, Doc Halo. You know, I feel like we're what's the Doctor Who? Doc Halo. All right, throw Doc to activate Halo shield system. All players inside use health and shield consumables faster. Thank you so much. I appreciate it, Shady King. I appreciate that. W's for sure. Yes. Questions about the Lifeline meta, the conduit meta. That's absolutely a good question. I don't know, but those are good questions as well. Hike asking, is the res shield for Lifeline gonna be way too OP, or is it just like an OG buff? It feels like the res shield is going to be a part of the old. It feels like it'll be a part of Lifeline's old kit in the new mode, the Launch Royale. That's because that's where I saw it. It doesn't look like she has the res shield here. So I feel like that's going to be either something you can assign here, but you know what it might be? It might be a part of the Rift relics. Let's just pay attention. Let's see where the Rift relics go, because that might answer your question. Okay, upgrades. So these are important. So backpack, +1 battery per stack, C battery count and death boxes. Pretty solid. I think that's a better passive than some, because you can see, but you also get the extra benefit of carrying the extra batteries. The extended flight, increased time before DOC runs out of fuel by 1.5 seconds. That'll also probably come in handy quite a bit. So I like that as well. Both two different styles. If you don't find yourself being more aggressive or needing the mobility, this will just be pretty useful. So I love that. From the Rift level 3. Increase DOC assignment range by 50%. So, okay, so that means you'll be able to assign your drone of compassion to someone if they're out of range from your normal range. So you'll be able to increase it up to 50%, so by about half, and add that onto the normal range. So you'll be able to assign it to your teammates who are farther away, which, depending on how short the original range is, will make more of an impact. But if it's not so short, I don't know. Reduced tack cooldown by 10 seconds is actually a nerf from what we saw in the original shift from her earlier upgrades in the previous iteration of Lifeline, which had a minus 20 to 25 second tack cooldown, or a minus 25% or 20% res speed. So those were the two things you were usually debating on. Do I want my tactical cooldown? I forget which number was 20 or 25, but it was about that. It's irrelevant now. But do I want my tactical to cool down more, or do I want to revive people, 25% faster? And now the cooldown has been halved at the very least. So I wonder if that just means they feel it's going to be even strong. It's just that much stronger. Have they built some of that into the original, tactical cooldown time? Because I think it was about 45 seconds or so. So I wonder if now that's a little bit less in general. If so, if it's a little bit less than general, you might be going for increased range. I could see that being important, especially if, the way that you're playing Lifeline really does have to do with you throwing these towards your opponents. But otherwise, why would you not take the cooldown? I could see a lot of people running, this and cooldown. Battery per stack is great, but if this has the impact they want it to have, this should be something that people use, because it's going to make Lifeline much more mobile. You're going to have a lot more options, and I think, mobility usually ends up being safe. And if you have +1 battery per stack, great, but this is actually going to be game-changing. This could save your life. This will rarely save your life, but it will make your life easier, right? So I think these are going to be the two that are very important. This one depends. It depends on what they've done with the TAC. But I like the changes. All right, Tubby's in the chat. L's in the chat. What do we think about the changes for Lifeline? Also, you guys can throw some likes or some hearts. Hundreds. What's the bad emote? I also have some emotes as well, guys. So don't be afraid. If you are up here as well, remember we can pop all of these emotes and some more as well, depending on how you're feeling. So let me know as well as we get into it. So let's get back to business as we jump back down. Rift Relics. Now, this is also a very, very nice thumbnail, guys. I'm excited about this one. This is gonna be glorious right here. Rift Relics might be the answer. So, from unstable rift relics come from the unstable rift in the sky, creating a temporary tear in reality that provides the contestants of the Apex games with powerful weapons and a new survival slot item. Boost kits that may just give you a boost that you need. You could say they're aptly named. Grab the EPG-1 launcher with splash damage and rocket jumping capability. So this was the brand new weapon that we saw. And actually, Lifeline, if we open this image in a new tab and we go in a little closer, you can see this is actually what Lifeline is holding right here. So this is the new weapon. The EPG-1 launcher with splash damage and rocket jumping capabilities. Unleash exotic hop-ups like lifesteal healing with every hit and instantly refill health and armor on headshots. Now, the thing that could be happening here is that my gardener could be coming in right about now to steal the show. To steal the show. I won't let it happen, though. I won't. I'm having coffee for the first time in like a week, so hey, this is my time. This is my moment. No, it's okay. Go on ahead. Those leaves need blowing. Rift Relics will appear randomly throughout each match across many rounds. They will be easy for you and your enemies to spot, and they'll also inform you if an enemy team has gotten there first. Destroy the Rift Relic to receive your reward, but be warned, the ring messes with their stability. Interesting. Going back to it, we do see that there are a lot of pretty much W's and mez for the Lifeline change. We're going to have to see. A couple of going to be OPs. Definitely Host of the Year, Gabriel the Dream. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. And by the way, guys, remember, you could, it's pinned at the top of the chat of YouTube. You guys can vote for me for Esports Host of the Year. Just go to esportsawards.com/vote. And you can vote right now. And you can vote every single day until voting is closed. So you guys, 250 votes, 200 votes right now. That's a massive difference if you guys want to go in there. Just when you get there, just search Rain Day or go to hosts and click my name. All you need to do is put in an email, and that's it. And it's done. In fact, you know what? Sorry. You know what? It's worth just saying. It's worth just saying. This is so easy. Why not just show you? See, esportsawards.com/vote. I typed it in, and you could just go Rain Day. Look at this guy. Uh-oh, wait a second. You can't see me because look at this guy right there. Boom. Or if you don't want to do that, you want to scroll, just scroll down. Right here. Boom. Submit vote. It's that simple. You type in your name, you type in your email address, and you're ready to go. Blah, 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 blah. Yes, yes, and submit. That's it. That easy. All right, we'll go back to the patch notes there. Thanks a lot, guys. I appreciate it. I appreciate the plug. I appreciate the support. I love y'all. All right, let's get back to it. So, new support. Support class perks. Now, I guess before we move on, Rift Relics seem interesting. They seem like they're going to go into they're just going to be a part of the game for right now. They're going to be, you know, a part of Apex games. It doesn't seem like they're going to be, you know, normal weapons that are on launch. It's probably giving the EPG-1 launcher some time to be tested. See the power. Is it going to come in as a care package weapon? Is it going to come in as something else? Marju Quill, thank you very much for the follows as well on Twitch. I appreciate you. Is it going to be something different? I don't know. We'll find out. All right, new support class perks. Last season, we gave the Recon and Controller classes unique gameplay perks to help define the areas of expertise in the game. This season will be the season of support. Alongside Lifeline's Revival, the support class is getting a specialization of their own through 2 new perks, Heal Expert and Revive Expert. Empowering their reset and recovery role on the team and continuing our efforts to bring more meaning and identity to the classes in Apex. All right, support legends will still maintain access to extended supply bins, the blue bins. However, in the spirit of support, banner crafting is no longer an exclusive class perk and instead will be accessible to all legends. Whoa. So suddenly support legends do not only have access to the banner crafting. All right, well, this is either going to be incredibly amazing or incredibly, you know, frustrating, because supports were literally picked because in ranked, you needed to craft a banner. Now, if everyone can craft a banner, supports are going to have to bring their own value that is beyond other legends in this situation. So that's hopefully what they accomplish here. If they don't do it, you know, I think that you're definitely taking away some of the essence of the value support had throughout ranks. You're taking away some of it, but you're also giving us something back. I'm not mad at it. I'm not hating it, but I am just saying that might, you know, that is clearly something that is, you know, that is important here. Okay, so it's interesting. Let's just say that it's interesting. Okay, I don't know what else to go with here on that quite yet, but we'll see. Okay. Support class perks. Heal Expert. Support legends now move at full walk speed while healing. Healing amount from small meds is doubled. Whoa. 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 Okay. All right. I'm talking 2 fat W's. This is one of the strongest basic things I think I've ever seen added to multiple legends. This would be like saying run faster as assaults. You just run 5%, 10% faster than everyone else. That is a massive W. And that's such a feels good thing. That is such a feels good thing, guys. By the way, we have 230 people. I'm seeing the hundreds. Can we get to 100 likes on the video? We're at 93 right now. Can we get 100 likes on the stream? Can we break 100? I feel like we can do it. What up, Jeff? Good to see you, man. I feel like we can do it. My goodness gracious. Yo, that's nuts. I'm not gonna lie. That's a big W. All right, chat. Let's talk about this one. Revive Expert. Support legends now have a 25% faster revives, 4.5 seconds, and grant health regen to their ally on a successful revive. Oh my God. So that's why the Lifeline thing is no longer a choice. Because if you get this, you also get the 25% faster revive. And you get health regen. Their health regen will restore an ally to full health. Support legends will also receive this health regen if revived. Meaning if you're a support or you're rezzed by a support, man, this is massive. Additionally, banner crafting and ally death boxes now spawn a mobile respawn beacon. Oh my God. So if you die, there's a respawn beacon in your box. This is huge. Wow, that is a brilliant change. I'm not gonna lie, guys. Yo, we got to 112. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Oh my God. Keep it real. I thought I told you that we won't stop. I thought I told you that we won't stop. I thought I told you that we won't stop. I thought I told you that we won't stop. Oh, I need to know where we stand. Do we share this special thing called love? I know I do. What about you? I just can't. I need you in my life. Where do I go? What must I do if I can't live without your love? Thinking of you. Who knows this song? Makes me feel, baby, like I am the only one for you. Girl, I want to be with you. Come on. Hey, no one else. 112. Hey, only you. Hey, that's the jam right there, man. But I'm, there's so many dang songs that my boy, not my boy, but, songs that I love, I got to stop playing. I gotta stop playing right now because of a certain person who's in trouble. I got some Biggie Smalls hits I can't keep playing. I got some Nelly hits. My wife was singing Shake Your Tail Feather. I'm like, dang, he's in that song too. You can't make me stop playing Only You by 112 though. You can't make me stop playing. I don't care. I'm gonna play that song. I thought I told you that. Just look it up. Y'all gonna know. You will know. He shall not be named. Okay, collecting banners is worse. It's worse than I think you gotta take like a couple songs from whoever. I got a couple. What's it? I Believe I Can Fly. You can still listen to I Believe I Can Fly. You can still listen to Only You, but then you probably got to cut it off after about a couple. All right. People watching the video are like, come on, man. Come on, man. Get to the stuff. Hey, listen, we're having fun. I love you guys. We're having a good time. It's at 121. Don't worry. There's no band called 121, but this is rain day. This is the stream. We bring it together. All right. So collecting banners will automatically take a mobile respawn beacon in an ally death box if possible. So when you get the banner, you take the mobile respawn, meaning if you don't have a survival item, you just get it. This is incredible. I mean, I got to say, W's all around for the changes. I was a little worried about it. For real. I was a little worried about it. Guys. But I think they did the right thing here. This is huge. And then skill display improvements. Oh, what is this? What is this? Oh my goodness, look at this. Look at this juicy graph. Oh my goodness, look at this. You're loading in, and guess what you see? Players' rank distribution. 30 silvers, 6 golds, 1 bronze, 1 copper, 1 pewter. They too young for that, right? Tell your age, bro. Hey, you know what? Listen, man. I grew up in the 90s and 2000s. You guys know. I gotta watch White Chicks again though. I do have to watch White Chicks again. That is a funny that is a funny movie, man. There's a lot of people in that movie that went on and did their thing. And the Wayans are getting back together for another scary movie, which is hilarious. I can't wait for that. It's gonna be fun. All right, so this is awesome. This is a great way for you to have some clarity on who's in the lobby. When people were talking about, I want to see a little bit more clearly on, why I'm getting predators or why I'm getting this and that. Well, if you look and there's really only 2 predators, right? And you see the distribution, right? Because here's the difference. I think why this is valuable is this, guys. If you're watching this, I'm just going to keep replaying it while I talk so you can kind of see it. If you keep watching this and you get to see that there's 2 predators, right? You get to kind of challenge your preconception that I'm getting in a game with 100 predators every time. right? So a lot of people go into the experience, they die to the predator team, they notice the predator team because it's the one that killed them, and they go, I'm in this lobby of full of predators. But if you see it's only 2 out of 45 or you know what I mean, 45 of your level, and there's like, 3 predators, you kind of know that, okay, maybe I got unlucky. I think this helps people make better informed decisions on why things didn't work. So I got to give love to this. This is a very cool quality of life thing. And to me, little changes that mean a lot. You got to look at this as like you're building a house, right? You got a house that you love, you like living in it, but you want to make some adjustments. Maybe the bathroom is a little messed up. Maybe the backyard needs, you got to make a new deck, right? So every little thing that you do, when it's done, your house feels better and more complete and more yours. So I feel like these are important changes along the way that Apex is also making. Into the Rift is bringing nostalgia, but we're also bringing something new, skill display improvements. This new feature will display the balancing of each match and update live as each player loads into the match, giving you a true rank distribution of all players. This is just the latest in our ongoing evaluation and improvement of ranked. Players were looking for more insights and fairness in their matches, and this is our next step. That's a massive shoot. That's a big deal. That's a massive deal. I love that. All right, new Universal Melee Raptor's Claw. Oh, this is sick, guys. I'm liking this as well. Yeah, exactly. 2 preds, 40 preds. Either way should not be in plat lobbies. Well, I don't know about that. Because, should not be and will be are different conversations. Because should not be is an ideal scenario. The world hardly works like that. So you can't have that. Otherwise, you're going to be disappointed about everything because that's not how the world works. Big businesses should not try to, pinch pennies for people who are making minimum wage and not pay them fairly. But it's going to happen, right? So Walmart should not charge as much as possible as they can afford to charge before people stop buying the product. You know what I'm saying? That I feel like is something that we shouldn't spend too much time on because it's not going to be that way. There will be preds in there. However, the way to improve whether preds are in there or not is to get accurate information on it, not just have an idea that preds are in there and go to the big, there's 100 preds. Maybe there was only 1. That might not really be an issue. Maybe there were 10. That might be an issue. To get clarity on it, one. And then the second thing that's important is to know that, you're going to sacrifice something. So you're either going to have some preds or you're not going to have a game for another 5 or 10 minutes. And the worst thing that we've seen in gaming, and this is time spent in a gaming company. And man, I just wish I have friends in gaming companies now, but I wish I had more, walking into the studios again and looking over a dev's shoulder and having these conversations at lunch because they're really informative. But, people leave, you have like 5 or 10 minutes before people leave a queue. And when they leave a queue that's been on for too long, what they take away is that this game is dead and they really don't return. And it's a very difficult thing to get people back from. So that's why queues will spend a certain amount of time trying to find the range, and they'll just keep expanding the range until it hits the point of no return. Not the point of no return, but like the tipping point for that player to either go into a game and it be fine, even if it's a bad game, but it's better to play in a game versus they just keep going and going, and then they hit the tipping point of I'm just going to exit queue and leave. So that's why that happens. It's not something that should be happening, but it does happen. And the reason is it's kind of the lesser of two evils, if that makes sense. Hopefully I explained that well. New Universal Melee Raptor's Claw. Sharpen your arsenal with the Raptor's Claw, a new Universal Melee cosmetic. Unlock the Raptor's Claw through Void Mercenary Store from November 5th, 2024, January 7th. November 5th to January 7th. After acquiring this new Universal cosmetic, you can unlock the Crystal Chamber Death Box, as well as 5 other deadly variants and their matching death boxes. After January 7th, the Raptor's Claw will move to the Mythic Shop. Sleek, deadly, and ready to strike. Don't miss your opportunity to grab this iconic melee weapon. Now, I'm not gonna lie, this one looks pretty cool. I like this. It's definitely cool. I don't have any of the other melee things, but this one is a cool one. And I love this background as well. This is such a sick background. My goodness. They got some great shots in this. Okay, balance updates. We've got added voice lines for players when they're on low. Added voice lines for players low on shields. Added prompt to heal when players are low on health. Healing HUD icon will now flash when players are low on health. That's really good battle sense stuff. Better ammo awareness and feedback. Added voice lines for when players are running low on ammo. Ammo clip counter will pulse red when in critical state. Lowered position of low ammo prompt on the HUD. Both voice lines and on-screen prompts can be toggled on, limited, or off in settings. The limited option provides a less frequent cadence for both voice lines and on-screen prompts, respectively. The dev note, we are continuing our work that was started last season around providing awareness to the state of the game, and this time we're tackling the health state. These additional mechanisms of feedback are incredibly helpful for some, but can be overwhelming for others. The addition of a settings menu allows for as much player customization as possible to best suit their needs when playing Apex. All right, care package. Devotion returns to the floor. Spin up time decreased. Reverse hipfire tightens slower and is less accurate. Yep, so it's gonna be wilder at the start, so it'll be shooting all over. So it'll take longer to tighten up, and it's just less accurate in general. So it will keep peppering. And they removed the turbochargers. So the Devotion is out there, but it's not going to be a great weapon. I mean, it's going to be a weapon, but they're reducing spin-up time and less accurate, and then no turbocharger. Devotion without the turbocharger is kind of it's a weird weapon. I'm curious why they're doing it that way. That's a weird weapon. I haven't played that one in a while. The Havoc enters the care package, and basically all they're doing is putting the Havoc back to what it was because it was the best weapon by far. Improved hipfire, magazine back to 36, damage increased to 19, was 18. Select fire. Oh, the select fire is back. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding? Oh my God. What? High ammo consumption, deadly accurate, devastating damage, and it's hit scan. Guys, oh my God. The select fire Havoc is back. I got to tell you this right now. I got to tell you this. Look, I remember making this video. All you need to know about the Havoc. This was 5 years ago, guys. I remember making this video. I remember for some random reason, guys, for some random reason, I remember going to dinner. I remember the dinner I went to afterwards. So most of you don't know what this is. If you haven't played a long time ago, let me show you. Let's just take a look. I'll show you what this is. This is the original.
Exclusively looking for it every time I dropped and picking it up over any other weapon I had.
I sound so young.
What I could get away with and what I couldn't as far as its strengths and weaknesses. We're going to talk about that in this video right now, but we're also going to mention why I think this is one of the best releases Apex Legends and Respawn could have done. I know a lot of people are questioning, is this gun even worthwhile? We're going to talk about all that too, but I do want to say that this is a bravo moment for me. Straight facts. So the Havoc joins the Tripleton and its recoil is pretty reasonable.
All right, so we do a lot of talking. I mean, this was an interesting video, but
two distortion uses essentially to decrease the damage.
Oh man, look at that Havoc, dude. That thing was huge. All right, let's go to it because I know I have it in here. I gotta have it in here. Do I not have it in here?
Bravo down the triple. Thank God so much.
Where is it?
That high tier of a weapon in comparison to heavy club and dominating the meta. So this is a much lineup. Is pretty reasonable. Right,
there is no way that I do not show the select fire in here.
That is damage a hit.
Do I not?
Relatively, I really excels mid-range, and it also excels at finishing off opponents. But the deadly and costly, not for that.
I don't think I show it in here. Okay. Oh wait, there it is.
Difficult concept.
Here it is. Here, I'll show you.
The most important releases for me, and I think
here you go.
You guys think about this too as my closing thoughts, because Respawn showed us that they know how to introduce really well balanced things.
Look at this.
They know how to introduce difficult concepts like hit.
That's what it looks like,
and still make it successful and not turn anybody off, and still,
so
maybe the weapon could use a buff, but I think that it's in a decent place and can still have some value with the turbocharger right now. All right, guys, you've got the facts and you've got my opinion, and that's all for the video. I appreciate you guys checking in. That was all you need to know about the Havoc. Pick it up in your games, or if you've already done so, leave me a comment in the comment section below and let me know what you think about the weapon. Leave a like if you enjoyed this video.
Look how
and let me know what
old school Apex.
My videos better.
All you had to do is just stand there and shoot people.
As always, my friends,
you could actually get wins.
Stop gaming, and I'll see you all next time.
So that's the select fire. So it doesn't look so
Overall,
insane,
this is one-
but it's basically a hip fire shot. Not a hip fire. It's a hit scan shot, meaning that wherever that the bullet appears, or wherever your cursor appears, at the moment that you fire the trigger, just like the charge rifle used to be, the damage appears at that. So there's no travel time. So it's hit scan. So it's a very powerful potential weapon, like the charge rifle was, especially in Evos. And if this is back, especially when you enter the care package, it's going to be strong. So this is super exciting. The Havoc used to be really cool. I love that this is coming back. 2 to 4 scope on this, no doubt, because the Havoc's already good with a 2 to 4, 3 times maybe at the, kind of in the if you don't want it that much or you don't need to go to 2. But to me, I actually believe that this is one of the coolest weapons that we've had, especially with select fire. This has been very, very requested, and I'm super excited that this is coming. So I'm excited. Yeah, you guys will be excited too. We'll try to get some gameplay with that. So gold weapon rotation, Car, Hemlock, L-Star, Longbow, Mastiff. Okay, cool. Great. I love a gold car. Look good. These are all good weapons because, I think if you got a gold version of either of these, Car, Hemlock, you'd pick it up. Mastiff, you definitely pick it up. L-Star and Longbow, you probably would hesitate, but if you had nothing better, I could see you grabbing them. And Longbow coming in gold is huge because Longbow takes a lot to actually get all the attachments to get it upgraded so that it's at least level 3 with purples. And so it's nice if you can just get a gold one and then use it because it's not that bad. But, having the ability to just get that easily, all those attachments in there, saves you enough time. Oh, boy. That is rough potatoes, man. Let me do one thing here. I think I have to, hold on. That is interesting there. Okay, so now we've got last thing here, guys. Gameplay updates, crafting stations. All legends can now craft banner cards. If a player is near a bin during the reset phase, the loot bin will now eject loot even if that bin was not open. Gold bins now spawn fewer pieces of gold loot. This was a big one. Even after adding the recently opened bins eject loot logic last release, we're still seeing issues where players are racing to get that attachment or backpack they saw from afar in an open bin, and the loot bin slams shut, denying the pickup. By adding a proximity check now, just being near a loot bin during reset will ensure you can get what you want. So that is a big deal. Mythic bin updates can now be tracked, which is big as well. So when you look at and ping through walls more easily, improve logic to consider if the weapon you have is already a gold weapon, instead grants a different upgrade. Locations now announced. Literally new weapon. Hello, my boy. I need 301 to be strong again. Probably grinding rank this season. Yeah, I could see rank bin grind this season for sure. Updated mythic bin icons for better clarity and consistency. Time to open reduced to 10 seconds was 11. I can't believe it, guys. We still have not gotten into some of these flipping. That's what, and I'm going to say it, flipping. I mean, it's unbelievable. We haven't gotten into some of these flipping hop-ups, ammos, weapon conversations. That's ridiculous. Okay, hold on. Let's go ahead and get into that conversation. Let me empty my recycle bin as well while we get back into this. Boom. All right, let's go. All right, let's get back into this here. Okay, let's go into, so a little bit on loot bins and things like that, but let's go into now ammo and attachments. Hop-ups, boosted loader, now activates at 0 ammo. Now goes on the Sentinel. Okay, boosted loader, interesting. So that means that when you reload, you're going to get more ammo off of your reload, which is great. That's fantastic. And it goes on the Sentinel, which is cool. So I think this just makes the boosted loader more valuable. Usually you had to do it at 2. So this will mean you'll really be able to maximize more of the weapon that you're using. On the Wingman, this is particularly something where I could see, exciting about, and making that weapon feel a little bit better, a little bit bigger. Gun shield generator as well. Prowler Select Fire was your favorite gun? I love it. Gun shield generator, shield recharge, cooldown time decreased to 10 seconds was 12. Reduced spawn rate. Okay, so I think this clearly means just a little bit of a nudge in the right direction for this to get the shield back up. Not sure if that's going to be a big difference. How have we been feeling about the gun shield generator, guys? Has that made an impact to you? Have you been liking that, loving that? Can we get a little some likes, some good, some bad? What do we feel about that? I'll wait to hear that as we keep going. Hammer point rounds, reduced spawn rate. We've rebalanced some of the hop-up spawn rates to compensate for the amount of power they bring to the table. Cough. Hammer points. Cough. Okay, so people clearly loving hammer points. But I think the key is that hammer points are actually just really powerful statistically. I bet that when hammer points are on a weapon, they win a lot, and I feel like statistically that's something that they've noticed. We like the big power swing, how they set up their respective weapons for the end game, but the consistency at which they were available felt a little too high. Okay, so that's probably where we're at. A little bit meh I'm seeing on those changes, and I'm okay with that. I'm okay with you guys feeling that. I feel a little bit like there isn't that much going on as well. So big thank yous as well. Everybody who's here, by the way, we got 280 people over on YouTube. I'm just going to let you guys know yet again, we won't be streaming on YouTube all the time, but I love doing it on here. If you do want to have a stream platform that's just as fun, just as cool, make sure to check on out twitch.tv/rainday. Leave a follow there. If we can get these 200 people at some point all the way over to Twitch, that would mean a big difference for me. I love that you're there, but also if you can be on both, or if you can find a way to transfer. We're trying to hit a couple of goals on Twitch this month, by the way. So just a heads up. Thank you guys, though. But I love wherever you are, wherever you're watching. All that matters is that you're watching. So I appreciate you either way. Just wanted to give that shout out. Now, weapons. The L-Star EMG. Damage increased to 18. Nice. So that's big. Usually when we see a damage increase, that means a lot for weapons. So the L-Star getting that is massive. Gold magazines now reduce the cool-off time more than purple mags, meaning that gold magazines are going to have some value other than reloading outside of changing weapons and then waiting for that reload to happen by itself, which is what a gold mag does. So that's a big deal. That'll make your gold L-Star actually quite worth taking, and smoothed out cool-off animations. The L-Star never really gained a benefit from gold mags because it doesn't have a traditional reload. To show it a little love, we've improved the gold mags on the L-Star, which should make them a more exciting find over purple mags. In addition, we've done some animation work to make firing feel smoother, especially when feathering the trigger, something the L-Star excels. I love that. That's awesome. Okay. Akimbo only. All right. Oh, Obsidian, Shady King, thank you guys for the follows coming over to YouTube, coming over to Twitch from YouTube. I appreciate you. Anybody who does it, I'm going to give a shout out as well personally on the channel in the next 10 minutes. So make sure to do it if you guys want to or want to ask a question. Feel free. Shady King with the Prime as well. Felix Felicious, thank you as well. Welcome to the storm. Shady King, you get the badge, you get the emotes. Welcome to the rainstorm, my friend. How are you doing today? Thank you so much for subscribing. Look at that, Shady King. Joining the rainstorm. Make sure to come on over and join as well, and at least leave that follow so I can shout out or subscribe like Shady to help reach our goal. Okay, longbow damage increase to 60 was 55. This is massive for the longbow. What are we doing over here? Oh my God, the longbow hasn't been fulfilling the fantasy of a sniper lately, so we're taking a big swing at its damage to really push its relevance and carve out a place for it within the long-range meta. We'll continue to monitor this change as the season progresses. This is massive. This is massive. I mean, that's a real big jump. Longbow now, 60, 120, 180. But if you have headshots, are those hitting for, is that hitting for 3? Is that hitting for 1 headshot? What is the headshot on that? Is it like 87? Longbow headshot. Longbow headshot damage. Longbow headshot multiplier. Is it 2.15? Oh, no, that's skull piercer. I don't want that. Modifier. So longbow damage. So we got 118 damage for headshot. Okay, so level 3, 4, it's 77 damage. Okay. Normally it's 118, 77 damage on the head. If we've changed that, because it's 2.15. So if we go to, if we do a little calculator, what is our 60 time? No, it can't be. Can't be. Can't be. Oh, it is. So 2.15 times a traditional, 55 probably puts us there. Right. Yes, each of 118. So now let's do 60. Okay. Okay, so now let's do 60 times 2.15. That puts us at, hold on, 129. So what is the damage reduction? So it seems to be, what is the damage reduction on a level 3, level 4 helmet? Oh, by divided. Okay. Is it 25? Is it minus 25? So 129 minus 120. So 129 minus 25. So 104 potential. Is that what it's going to be? It's not going to be that. It's going to be less than that. But still, we're going to be getting at least a decent increase. I think it's going to be like, what, 87 or something like that? It's going to be amazing. Money Merc as well. Jaco, Cab, Tan Hoops, Buka, Baz. Thank you for following. Welcome to the storm. Thank you, my YouTube viewers who are going over to twitch.tv/rainday and saying what's up big time. Huge shout outs to all of you. Again, keep doing it. I'll keep shouting you out. You guys are really, really awesome. We're at 38, 35 on Twitch. That means a lot. Thank you guys. Keep it up. Keep it up. I know I'm trying to do some crazy math right here. So P2020. Akimbo only. Base hip fire improved. Overall, we're really happy with Akimbo, and the P2020s are performing well, but could use a little improvement to their overall consistency to remain a competitive option. Interesting. So you can't hip fire these if you are in Akimbo? Interesting. Okay, that's weird. That's strange. All right, so we'll see. So those were pretty important. I mean, the Sentinel, we'll talk about that in a second as well. Rampage LMG, Revved State. Wow, these are some changes, guys. We got some changes this patch. Some changes, man. Okay. Revved State, increased decay rate, reduce cost per shot, significantly increased energized capacity. Successfully charging up the Rampage with a Thermite will also trigger a reload. Ooh. That's huge. That's actually pretty big. Just good quality of life stuff. Reduced cost per shot, increased decay rate. So it's going to be probably closer to the Sentinel in terms of decay rate, because the Sentinel decays very slowly. So you get a lot of value from that as well. So that's huge. Reduced cost per shot, significantly increased energized capacity. Successfully charging up the Rampage with a Thermite will also trigger a reload. Huge stuff. Hound Huskyo, thank you for the follow on twitch.tv/rainday. Thank you, Hound Huskyo. Love you, man. Thank you. Appreciate it. And welcome to the storm. Sentinel, charging up the Sentinel with boosted loader equipped and within activation criteria will overload the next mag as though it were a boosted reload. Nice. And according to boosted reload, it activates at 0 ammo. So charging up the Sentinel, when you get to the threshold, which is going to be like what? 3, 2, 1, or 0, will overload the next mag. You get increased energized capacity, so you can have it energized for longer. It already was long. It already was really, really long. And then you get increased energized total time. That feels like that goes together, but that's still nuts, by the way. Successfully charging up the Sentinel with a shield cell will also trigger a reload. Wow, so if you do any of these now with a Thermite or a Sentinel, you get a full reload. There's a lot of love going on here. You know what I'm saying? Exactly, monetization law. I mean, Savannah, I'm not sure about the Digi yet. Let's check it out. Let's see what they go to. Here from YouTube, bro. Beast by default. Let's go. I love it. Yo, make sure you hit that follow because I'm looking at the activity feed. So if you guys come from YouTube, there's 47 of you guys now on YouTube. From YouTube who came over to Twitch. Make sure to hit the follow because then I can see that you came through, or chat, whatever it is, or chat. We got 50 going on over there. That's huge, guys. 50 viewers on Twitch is massive as we're trying to hit our brand new goal for this year. If we get over 300 subs this month, we get a better cut of the subs, which means a lot to us. You know, I told you we got things going on. You know, we got a daughter coming in. You know, I'm trying to Papa rain day. You know, and I gotta take care of the little one. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate it. But let's keep it going. because everything you guys just watching is huge. So we appreciate you. So all right, so let's see here. All right, so Spitfire LMG, damage increased to 19. Man, look at this. Yo, LMGs are going crazy. Hey, Mr. Polo, thank you. Beast by default, Mr. Polo. Welcome to the storm. Thank you guys so much, Mr. Polo. Beast as well. What's up, Shady over there? Hey, I have a 4-year-old on a roller coaster of a ride. Oh my God, I bet. My whole thing is I'm just trying to make sure that I can be prepared to engage with my family, daughter, like extended family in a way that feels right, which is why this is important to me to do this work, to hang with you guys. This is it. I mean, if we could do it like this, this is it. This is what we need. So let's just keep this up. I know it's hype because we got a season, but let's keep the vibes rolling. You know what I'm saying? Like I'll show up, you show up. We keep the pact. We keep it building. We keep it growing. It's going to get more and more exciting over here. A lot of exciting things happening this month, guys. A lot of exciting things. Still more news to share, by the way. Still more crazy news. All right, so Spitfire LMG, the never-ending video, by the way. Spitfire LMG, damage increased to 19 to 18. Our LMGs have seen more play since the release of the gun shield generators, but they still haven't quite been able to compete with our more versatile ARs. These updates continue to work to push them into being valuable primary weapons. You know, I think the idea is this. LMGs are great for the game of Apex Legends to succeed. You know what I'm saying? Like, if we have slow, powerful weapons that can be effective, that you can walk and shoot and hit all your shots and still be alive because there's a little shielding, that's fun. There's some people who are going to want to play like that. And then you have some smaller, more nimble weapons, you know, the acrobats of the weapons, the R99s, the cars, the Volts, you know, some P20s or something like that. You got your shotguns like the EVA 8s, the Mastiffs, which are dominating right now. And then maybe you got some ARs, which are just kind of bread and butter all around. Havocs, Hemlocks, Flatlines. You know, if you can have everything firing and then some snipers that can be, you know, available, then you've got something special, and you've got different play styles that can be effective. And some of those play styles, guys, if you're interested in these LMGs becoming more play styles, throw a like or throw some love in the chat. Let me know, because to me, I feel like LMGs are really, really fun, but they've not been capable. You haven't been able to use them. There's just too many things happening in Apex that are too aggressive. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel like I have the ability to sit there with an LMG and fire people. You know, fire at people. I feel like I'll get hit. We made a joke about it. You know, there's no way a Gibraltar can walk that way. You know, otherwise they die. So I think that there's definitely some love that can go down, you know, for LMGs. I'm all about it. All right. Yeah, I hear you, Beast. Update should be live at 10 a.m. Pacific time. So that's in about 53 minutes. That's in almost about 50 minutes, a little bit less than an hour. All right, so Spitfire LMG. We did that. Peacekeeper choke speed increase. So that's just going to be more deadly. This is trying to keep up. EVA 8 and the Mastiff I mentioned to you guys have been better. Triple take, choke speed increased, fire rate slightly increased. This is huge. You know, I think just choke speeds, fire rates, and speed. I mean, triple take is a great weapon. It's actually really strong. It's just a little awkward, and it's hard to compete against other long range options that are a little bit faster, a little bit more accurate. You consider, like, let's talk about a 30-30 repeater or a G7 Scout. Triple take usually competes with that. So the fact that we're getting a nice little triple take buff, a little faster, fire rate increase, that's nice. I think that's a very, very nice thing for people who like the triple take. The Spanish Mango, big shout out to the Spanish Mango as well. Coming over from YouTube, thank you, Spanish Mango. We appreciate you. What up, what up, what up, what up? Thank you guys as well. I'm loving it. You guys are amazing. All right, Dev, both the triple take and Peacekeeper are doing well in the meta, but are feeling a tad sluggish compared to the competition. These adjustments should make them feel a little more responsive. Are we ready for some legends? Are we ready for some legends? That's the question. Are we ready for some legends, guys? I think we are. I have a feeling that we are. My goodness gracious. So this is what it's like to have coffee. Pope Aaron We got a Pope in the house. Pope in the house. Pope Aaron with the follow. Thank you. Welcome to the stream from YouTube. Hopping over to twitch.tv/rainday, getting the personalized shout out, and leaving the follow. I appreciate you. Welcome, Pope Aaron. Yeah, let's see it competitively against the longbow. I like the idea of that. I like the idea of that. All right, here we go. Okay. Support Legends, new class perks. We already saw this. Move at full speed while healing. Small med healing is doubled. That means you'll be getting 50 healing from your shield cells, and you'll be getting 50 healing from your syringes. That is a massive impact. For a shield cell, it takes 2.5 seconds to do a shield cell or a syringe. It takes 4 seconds to do a battery. So if you consider that you have a battery, you will still be faster hitting a battery if you need to get full shield than hitting two shield cells. But the difference now is you will be able to heal the same amount. Usually a battery was just so much better for everyone because 4 seconds and then you have full shield. But 2.5 seconds for 2, and then you have full shield as well. Not that bad of a trade-off. Plus, it's way better resource-wise as well. So let's talk about it. What's up, J-Bones? 50 minutes to the new season drops. Let's go. What is up, J-Bones? Thank you very much, sir. Keep up the great content. Oh, man. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, Revive Experts. We already know this one. Revive speed increases, and it grants health regen. This is for you and for as someone who is a legend who is in the support class. You getting revived will give you health regen, but it will cancel if you're taking damage. And it will also, if you are reviving someone as a support legend, you will give them the health regen, but it will cancel if they take damage. You'll also do it 25% faster in general, which is huge. Mobile respawn beacons will spawn when crafting banners and inside ally death boxes, meaning that you will, if there's a player on your team who goes down and you do not have an evac tower or a heat shield or a mobile respawn beacon already and it's empty, you'll be able to grab that banner and a mobile respawn beacon will be actually given to you right away. So all you do is grab the banner, you get to safety, you'll have the mobile respawn beacon. This will change a lot of things for our professional scene, which that was super difficult. A lot of times the difference between, getting a res off or not was, does this player have a mobile respawn beacon? Does this player have a mobile respawn beacon? It's nice that it's a little bit more consistent now, and that makes play a little bit more guaranteed and careful. You're Randy, do you have a link for the patch notes? I do have a link for the patch notes, by the way. It is on their website, but let me just link it to you just because I can help you out. There you go. There you go. Those are the patch notes. Those are the patch notes. I still think when they make servers 60 hertz, this game will have the whole player base back in like 5 seconds. Apex has been top tier game for the last 3 years now. Pennywise, I've got to say I agree. I agree. It's been a top game. It's been a top game. I love the balance and buffing, much less frustrating than nerfing. Jacko with the first time chat on Twitch. I agree. I think buffing is more interesting than nerfing everything. You have to have a delicate balance, but you're right. I think it's much more interesting, much better, than nerfing everything. Let me know if you guys agree as well. By the way, we are so close. We're at 171 likes on YouTube. Can we get, before the end of the video, to 200 likes? That's the question. Can we get to the 200 like mark? We got 292 watching over there. Can we get to the 200 like mark? I'm gonna not look for a second. Let me see what you guys can make happen. If you haven't, go ahead and hit that button. Dev note: support legends are restorative anchors of the team. They are the legends who should help their allies reset and recover quickly. This class change aims to infuse a more classical approach to the support role, allowing these legends to inherently excel in healing and recovery. To ensure the class felt like it had mastery over the domain, we wanted to make a strong statement about the recovery potential. As a support, securing a revive should feel powerful. Lessening the downtime before your ally can re-engage is a potency that cannot be ignored. Allowing them to fight immediately or pop a shield med to be at full strength much faster. Similarly, access to mobile respawn beacons through death boxes and banner crafting means a lot less jumping through hoops to respawn a teammate if you've clutched up to recover a banner or made the long trek to a crafting station. Support legends often suffer from a lack of mobility or offensive utility to stay alive and properly anchor the team. Leaning into the ability to reset faster themselves makes them a strong backline force in combat and gives them more options to stay in the fight. I was like, whoa, is this written incorrectly or something? Maybe it might have been. To stay in the fight themselves. Both these changes are powerful, and we're eager to see how the more defined role alters the legend landscape in this support-focused season. Oh, got to give a big shout out as well to some new players coming through. Oh, we're at the 200 likes. YouTube, hit the 200 likes at Garden Fresh Gaming. Vanquish EXE. Welcome to the storm. Thank you for coming over to twitch.tv/rainday. Love y'all. And thank you for the congratulations. I appreciate y'all. Thank you guys. Let's go. Baby's coming. She's coming in February. Conduit, save your speed. Now works on allied death boxes and crafters when a banner can be retrieved. I like that. I think that's a great idea. That's a fantastic idea. Okay, now works on respawn beacons and mobile respawn beacons. When carrying an ally banner. So basically, if you have a banner, you're moving faster towards respawn beacons. If you are going towards a death box of an ally and or a crafter, when a banner can be retrieved, you've got that. There's a sneaky way. I mean, you could just not pick up the death box and in mid-fight, like kind of go towards their death box or not and just get that movement speed boost until the fight's over, then clutch it up, because it seems like when a banner can be retrieved is the thing that will stop it. So once you retrieve it, you'll lose that speed, but that's pretty cool. Some nice conduit min-maxing can occur there for sure. Now works without minimum range limit on downed allies, allowing conduit to race all the way to her fallen teammate. So literally, if you have one of those teammates who lands halfway across the dang map when you are the leader, you're the drop leader, and they don't want to follow you, when they get down immediately, that means you can run across the map 30% faster than everybody else. So that's nice. I love Apex, but they have to work on new returning player experience. I agree, Wrathful. I think that's a huge thing. Question, will that reduce banner camping? I think you're talking about that everyone can craft banners. I think that because you'll still have to grab the banner, it will not reduce banner camping. You know, that will still be something that happens. You'll still have to get that, though. It does mean that if everyone can craft banners, you don't necessarily need to go back to it. So therefore, I agree. I mean, I think that there's a lot of ways that if you just find a crafter and everyone can craft them, then you don't need it. Plus, you'll get a mobile respawn beacon, so you don't actually need to it. So whether people will stop crafting banners or stop camping banners, that's a question. You know, this will take a second for people to change their thought process on the game for sure, because people might just instinctually think, oh, I should go grab it still, you know, and it'll take a few weeks for them, a few months to figure it out. But yeah, it might actually stop banner crafting. Just voted host of the year, Rainy. Let's go, Decision. Let's go with the vote for host of the year. I appreciate you, fam. Thank you, my friend. I mean, yeah, you could have beacon camp. You can have beacon camping now. I mean, you're going to see hotspots. You're going to see hotspots at crafters. You're going to see hotspots at you know, yes, respawn beacons in different ways. You're going to have a lot of different things that are absolutely there, by the way. Yeah, let me pin this as well. Thank you, Pennywise. Thanks so much. Okay. Dev. Oh, okay. Also, Batpack. In addition to the extra battery per stack, this upgrade now also shows battery counts in death boxes. Great. So she's already had this, but she just now gets to see the battery count in the death boxes. Conduit's passive is great for helping to keep up with her team. Looking at her role as a support legend, want to extend this passive to impact her recovery play potential as well. Additionally, we've combined battery collection and Batpack into a single upgrade to make it a stronger option for Conduit and other legends. You know, here's my thought about it as well, by the way. And a big shout out to BizMania101 for coming over to Twitch. Thank you, BizMania. I appreciate you. Welcome to the storm. Thanks for the follow. I think Conduit is a character that secretly, we may not know this, guys, but secretly when they look at the stats, feels to them, I don't know about this. Here's what I'll say. I think not secretly to them, but to them, they look at the stats and see Conduit is actually very, very good. Like, she performs well. She wins. She statistically is strong. To me, I feel like there could have been buffs for her in different ways. This was a very small buff. And I feel like what they're really afraid to do is tap on shielding because, you know, shielding is just natural health. Like if someone has more health than you or more shielding than you, it just makes them, like, statistically, they'll win more fights. Like if you have average skill versus average skill across, you know, 100 simulated matches, if someone has more shielding than not, the person with more shielding will most likely win. They'll win a majority. So even if it's 56%, that's quite a lot in gaming terms because you kind of want people to be around 52% on the high end and 48% on the low end, right? If someone's wins 45% of the time, it's pretty significant in terms of losing. Like they have a bigger chance to lose than to win, and it's significant enough to where you want to look to buff them. If you have somebody on the 55% win percent, that's a lot too. And you want to try to figure out how can I do that? Now, winning is difficult. It's probably not the measurement they go off of because winning in a BR is hard, right? So I feel like that's not necessarily, guys, what they're going to be looking at. But what they might look at is encounters. And I see that this is something they've mentioned it before. And next time I'm in, you know, at LAN with like Eric or Josh or you know, some of these devs that, you know, we get a chance to talk to, you know, Jay Beebs as well. I feel like what we can do really is have a conversation about what is the metric that you're looking to for making like decisions, you know, because we used to look at win rate and Paladins and Smite a lot, but those are isolated games where you have one team winning, one team losing. It's hard to look at win rate when 19 teams lose, right? So what do you look at? Well, fight encounters maybe. Fight encounters, if they're fighting another team, who wins that more often? It's an interesting metric to see how they're deciding this. But that's why I feel like Conduit's not getting a little bit more of a buff as a character who's not quite, you know, does anyone feel like Conduit's making that major of an impact? I don't know. All right. Beast by default threw in some channel points big time there. Make sure to go vote for Rain Day Gaming as the best host of the year. I'm super excited for you, Rain Day, for the kiddo. Thanks for making everything so clear every time you go over patch notes. Thank you, Beast. My goal with my patch notes is you guys get extra information you would never get because of my experience working in a game development studio, as well as playing Apex since day one, as well as my own just humor, joy, and random anecdotes that come with it. I want you to leave these patch notes knowing everything that you can know about the game. So when you go play the game, you're not worried about what's changed. You know what's changed. You can just focus and relax on having fun and playing the game that you enjoy. That's my goal. If I'm doing that, leave likes, subscribes, and follow and be a part of the community. That's all it is. So that's my job. That's my goal. If I'm doing that, I absolutely appreciate people like Beast coming out saying, thank you for doing that. And again, if you're in the car and you want to get ready, you got to drive before you can play tonight. Maybe you're at work. You listen to this. When you get home, you don't have to spend the time learning the entire thing, because I know how that can be. We only have a little bit of time. I myself, believe it or not, only have so much time to stream, play games, do things. We got to go vote. We got so many things to do today. You got to make food. You got to work out. All these different things. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, I appreciate you guys. And I'm trying to respect the time. Okay, crypto surveillance drone now takes ring damage, 10% per tick. So you can't take the drone out into the ring for too long to keep it safe or to grab a banner too far away. That's unfortunate. Upgrades off the grid. Players within 20 minutes of crypto will now be able to spot a faint cloaking flicker every 1.5 seconds to help identify hidden cryptos. Good. Oh my God. Guys, I don't know if you saw this. I do not know if you saw this. Rain Day, what's good? What's up, Marvies? I don't know what this is. I don't know what this is. And I hear you, Heath. I hear you, Ashley. I'm reading your comments as well. You're my favorite Apex commentator, new businessman. When you find time, I want more analysis videos. Thank you, Killa. What on what? Analysis on what? This is the big update, HK. It's coming in about 40 minutes, about 36 minutes. It's coming. So if you guys never saw like the end game, there's this amazing end game of the problem with crypto. I want to say this is Alliance end game hockey's crypto invisible ALGS. I don't. Oh, Madness did it too. Let's just open this up so you guys can see a little bit of what happened. I don't. Do we have? Okay, I'll show you this. Let's go to the actual full video here, and then let's just. Okay, let me show you what. Let me watch this. Just see what happens here. I'll show you.
And Complexity taking over the rooftop here, but they're forced down once again. Oh my goodness, Lou gets back inside that building with about 5 HP.
Madness invisible on the other side of Verls. Imagine if he gets the jump on Verls when he's isolated, in this case, by the rock. But it is Madness giving them all the information that they can here, with the rest of Furia playing right underneath the building.
TSM, they are focused hard on this one. They could have heard the drone, but I think they might have just cleared that. There we go. Verhulst getting the knock onto Keon.
And Madness is still invisible. Vax is getting the rest, but he doesn't have a gold knockdown. Keon can't fully reset just yet, but he can pop this med kit.
He'll be a lot faster now. He'll do 2 syringes, and I think that'll be faster.
Complexity by the mouth of the door, and
plus, he'll be healing already.
If he can isolate one of TSM.
Look at Madness.
He is very much
there. He's still invisible.
Will go ahead and get over to his teammate here. Keon bleeding out now. Vaxlon
good shots
the walls to pick up some points.
And Furia right now are the same amount of points as Gaming Gladiators to be first in those.
Good shield, Vax.
Dancing around the shield. Can he clutch? Madness still stuck.
Look at him. Madness is literally just sitting still. Look at this.
Get eliminated, and Furia had gone for second with Complexity. The patience paying off.
Look, he's just right there.
Shots, but they don't even know where Madness is. They gotta finish this game first.
He's not even touching.
It was just a matter of time here. Madness cheering to the crowd, playing right into.
They don't know where he is.
Changes that we have in Apex Legends.
And then they finally find him.
Will finally be able to hunt them down. What a bounce back.
Super funny. And if you guys didn't see that, I mean, we had that, and there was another play at LAN that was even more ridiculous where Hockey's did it, and it took, I'm not going to lie, it took 5 minutes for them to find him. It took 5 minutes. Five minutes for them to find him. So this is a big change that I think is important as a result of that. Because, you know, at a low level, I think this is big, but at a high level, like, it's crucial. You can't have someone completely invisible. These pros are just so good. And if the best players in the world cannot find a crypto, I mean, you're not. Good luck. Good luck to average players, right? You know, in a small zone. So Off the Grid has been a strong pick and has offered up some wild and creative new play patterns that feel on theme for crypto, but it's also come with some frustrations that have felt like unfair advantages or exploitable drone behaviors. These targeted changes aim to make it more possible to find a crypto you know is in your immediate vicinity and discourage ring parking patterns without taking away the core of what the upgrade has brought to the crypto fantasy. Ooh, crypto fantasy. All right, you still have work to spot the glitch in the matrix, but you'll spend much less time scouring for invisible collisions with them. Nice. All right, Gibraltar. Some big changes. Dome of Protection. Cooldown reduced to 17 seconds was 30. Whoa. No longer destroyed by Crypto's EMP or Maggie's Wrecking Ball. Whoa. Massive. Okay, this is big. Those are massive changes. These two things absolutely crippled Gibraltar. from the second that Maggie was introduced, as well as Seer. It was Seer, Maggie, and of course Crypto was there already, but Crypto wasn't played as much. But they really hurt the efficacy of the Dome of Protection. You just couldn't guarantee it, and the cooldown was also quite long. You're left out to dry. The game's a lot faster than it used to be, and so I think this is now an important step for Gibraltar to remain relevant. 30 seconds was probably good in OG Apex, but now there's just too many shields, too many different things to do, too much movement, too many abilities. I think there's an element of power creep here, but 17 seconds feels right. The question is, does the cooldown start at the time of this? Either way, you're getting 13 seconds less, even if it starts at the time of the shield going down. I think the shield lasts for about 10 to 12 seconds. I think that's a big difference. You know what I'm saying? I know, Shady Beast, it's big. It's big. It'll definitely boost his pick rate. He's probably one of the lower pick rate characters in general, always has been, but it's just going to be one of those things, that occurs, I am sure. So upgrades, level 2, fresh start removed, shots removed, new Big Brother, increase ult radius by 20%. Oh, that's good. That's good because it's very, very good ult. It's a big ult, 20%. It's going to be a lot because it's already quite large. So it's going to scale off of that percentage-wise. New fast shotties, move faster with shotguns and auto reload shotguns on Nox. Also big and good in this meta. Upgrades, Baby Bubble now reduces cooldown to 12 seconds, was 25. So now Baby Bubble means it's smaller, but instead of 17 seconds as a cooldown, it'll now be 12 seconds as a cooldown. So you get 5 seconds off and you can use 2. That's quite good. I'm not sure how the smaller bubble thing is going to really work, guys, but that seems very, very good. Okay. Much of Gibraltar's strength can come from the versatility of his dome. And from the Rift, we're removing the hard counters and allowing Gibraltar to play off his dome more frequently and utilize the new class perks more. With the new Revive Expert perk coming online, we've shifted his early game upgrades to offensive choices to play off the new dome frequency or lean into the power of his ult. I think this is huge because, these earlier adjustments, like you said, used to be Revives allies to 50 HP. Well, now at base, people are going to be revived by he's going to revive people and have them regenerate just because he's a support. So they'll be regenerating health anyway. So he doesn't need this. So he actually gains a valuable ult change at base or better shotguns at base just because of this. And I will tell you this, moves faster with shotguns is nice. That's a nice quality of life as well, added to the auto reload on Nox. So I will say that this is just straight up. He's just got a straight up buff. This is definitely huge for Gibraltar. By the way, 28 minutes before the season launches, guys. So stay tuned. Return of the Gibby comes in ALGS. What is up, Tara? Exactly. That's what I'm talking about. You're exactly right, my friend. Good to see you back. And one big thing to shout out as well, guys, as we keep going on to this. We got a big old stream coming on. All right, let me just actually, you know what we should do? Guys, say hello, say cheese. Say cheese. Let's go live on twitch.tv for season 23 launch. And also on YouTube, guys. We're also on YouTube. So exciting stuff for that. Let's get it. Too many updates to tweet. Just get in here. Fire. Let's go. Come on, baby. Let's go. All right. We had to hit it, by the way. What time does the update happen on the West Coast? It's at 10, so it's in 27 minutes. Okay. I feel like I might need to order another cafefe. Or actually, you know what? I got coffee. I have something downstairs as well. We're going to finish these patch notes up, and then we're going to go do like a 10-minute reset, and then we'll be ready to rock and roll. Okay, Horizon upgrades, battery collection removed. New backpack. In addition to the extra backpack per stack, this upgrade now also shows battery counts in death boxes. Okay, that looks great. Let me do this as well. And let me do this. I just got to make sure that we keep having enough space. So we're good there. Okay, Horizon, battery collection remove. New backpack in addition to the extra battery stack. So she gets that new ability. So shield battery count shown. So she gets a little bit of love there just from the new battery stack. So she gets a 1+ battery per stack. Not much. She's obviously a pretty winning character. Don't need to do too many changes. They might be planning some bigger changes. I'm not exactly sure. Ooh, got a mean coffee from your favorite Vietnamese coffee shop. That sounds good. Mirage, life of the party. Health bars no longer show during Ultimate to give away the real Mirage. Ooh, okay. Upgrades, level 2. Miracle Worker removed. New backpack as well. Okay, so they've got the backpack stack. So revive allies with 75 HP. He's already going to get that. So just gets the extra battery per stack. So this is kind of like a nice little assault love where you're getting more ammo per stack of weapon ammo as an assault character than just a normal character. So now you're getting your extra batteries, which I think is nice. That's a nice quality of life. You're going to feel it if you go away and you're like, dang, you know, I'm playing a skirmisher. I forgot I don't get this anymore. I think it's going to be nice. Not enough for Mirage Adele as well. But, you know, you don't, what's Mirage going to do, guys? At the end of the day, is Mirage really going to make the biggest difference? I'm not sure. Remember, we have 25 legends in the game. It's a lot to add a bunch of stuff going on, you know, for everybody. So that's quite a lot. Okay, Newcastle mobile shield no longer takes damage. Can now be repositioned even when Newcastle is down. Excuse me? No longer takes damage. What the? No longer takes damage. So it's inevitable? It's invincible? Okay, can now be repositioned even when Newcastle is downed. Wait, retrieve the wounded. Revive shield HP tier increased by 50%. So you have a revive shield. Upgrades level 2. Thick shield remove. New Hero's Hustle greatly increases move speed when reviving. Oh, that's going to be good. Upgrade 3. Stronghold Castle Wall HP improvement increased to 500 was 250. Yep. New Ultimate Savior. Castle Wall grants shield regen to allies and impact radius. That's massive too. He's basically like Lifeline. I mean, sorry, like Watson. It's inevitable as well. I know, right? I said inevitable. I meant invincible, but maybe he is inevitable. I am inevitable. I don't know, guys. That seems really interesting. What is going on? I don't know. I have no idea. Regen effect lasts for 15 seconds and damage will pause regen for 2 seconds. Won't begin regeneration until revived if down. Right. So you can't regen when down, but when you get revived, you'll regen. It'll last 15 seconds. It'll pause for 2 seconds and then go back in if you don't get hit. We're just going to have to read the dev note because I don't know, guys. I don't know. If you played him heavy, Ashley, you're lucky. Newcastle equals Thanos. Confirmed. The snap. All right. Mobile HP increased by 250 is removed. Now increase move speed while reviving. That's a good level 2. Shockwave revives allies with that. That's gone. Castle Wall HP increased by 250. That's gone. This is a typo because it says Castle Wall HP improved increased to 500. Castle Wall HP increased by 250. Castle Wall HP increased by 250. Extends energized duration to 3 minutes. It seems like this should say 500. I think this should be 500. I think that's a little mistake. Extends energized duration to 3 minutes. And so it seems like the Castle Wall allies in impact range gain shield regen for 15 seconds. And it feels like when you land on an ally or nearby, there's a 15-second period for that shield regen. All right, let's just talk about it. No, it's correct. How is it correct? Castle Wall HP increased by 250. So Castle Wall HP improvement increased to 500. What is this then? Was 250. What is this the typo? Lifeline main with almost 90,000 kills on MNK. That's going to be sick. Where's my math at, Unk? It means it went from 250 to 500. Right. Right. So no, 250, I get it, guys, but here's the old one. So the mobile shield increased by 250. This is just the old perk. This is the new perk. So it's not like this is now in play. This is what happens, okay? So this is the old perk. So forget that this exists. This is the only thing you'll read. Castle Wall HP increased by 250. That's all that it is. This is all that happens. In this, it says Stronghold Castle Wall HP improvement increased to 500. Was 250. All it says here is Castle Wall HP increased by 250. So if you're saying that this is the 250 is already there, that's fine. It might end up being that way, but the truth is it's written Castle Wall HP increased by 250. It's written the exact same. So if there's an adjustment so that it's increased by 500 and they're adjusting the base, they're just keeping the language the same, but they're adjusting the base. So they haven't said that they're adjusting the base. This isn't, at this point, what they would do, in my opinion, is that they would have to say that the Castle Wall here, base increased by 250. That way, when you go to the upgrade, Stronghold would say base increased by 250. Plus, whatever it is. You could still do the 250 here, but all it's saying is upgraded to 250. This one's saying upgrade to 500. It's not quite the same. Yes, I agree. If it was, it was, but this isn't saying anything different. It's not about the base. This is just saying it's increased. So let's just say it's like 0. Let's say it's 0. And all you say is you pick Stronghold and it increases by 250. Then this would be the exact same. Increased by 250. Because it's not talking about the base. It's talking about when you pick your level 3, what does Stronghold do when you pick it? You have Ultimate Savior Stronghold. Stronghold increases your wall HP by 250. It doesn't say anything about the base changing here. What it says about your level 3 perk here is that Castle Wall HP improvement increased to 500 was 250. So essentially, if you're getting the same perk, then the perk is the same, but the base might change. But they're just thinking it's different. Means last time 250, now increased 250 more. I think they just wrote. I think they wrote it a little weird by making this Stronghold. Because I think what I would expect if it says 500 is that this would say 500. Whatever, regardless of what you're doing with the base, because we're only talking perks here. We're not talking about the base. Consider it like this. Mobile Shield is talking about the base. No longer takes damage, right? Can be repositioned. That's about the ability. This is about the perk. So the only thing we're saying here is the perk should be 500. The perk is 250. The perk is 250. That's the only thing that's changed. You're giving them. Yeah. It could be 750 total, but we're not seeing that. We're not seeing that on this. At least the way that I'm reading. I'm not sure how I'm missing it, but maybe I am. We'll see it in the firing range. It's possible. With the new Revive Expert perk and the mobile shield simplifying to an invulnerable version, 2 of Newcastle's upgrades need to be replaced. We've aimed to tap into the support angle of this kit with both giving speed to make bigger revive plays and shield healing to encourage Newcastle to leap to his allies' aid. Additionally, Newcastle shields are getting beefed up this season to allow more players to feel safe behind his sources of protection, regardless of skill level. So, I mean, the mobile shield, that's insane that it's just going to be up. I mean, that's really, really good. That is really, really good. That is amazing. Revenant, Forge Shadows. Shield will now regen up to 50 HP instead of instantly refreshing after a 3-second delay. That looks a little bit worse. Obviously, I think they're bringing him down a little bit. Trying to get Revenant back into play. So it will regen up to 50. Obviously, you won't have an instant refresh. That's unfortunate there. Upgrades level 2 for Watson. Fresh start removed. New Revive Expert gives access to support class Revive Expert perk. Interesting. So that's pretty good for Watson. So she could still maintain value there. Coffee is not still hot. I wish it was, guys, but my Ember ran out long time ago. Long time ago. Okay. Fresh start removed. New Revive Expert. Give access to support class. All right. The new support class Revive Expert perk made Watson's multi-class Revive perk option feel less relevant. So we're trying out a rather potent upgrade this season and letting Watson tap into the power of the improved revives of the support class. We're keen to see how this kind of cross-class upgrade selection influences her overall pick power, pick rate, and the identity of the new class ability in general. Yeah, the faster revive and the HP regen, I mean, this is so interesting because at the end of the day, fam, I mean, did we buff Gibby, Newcastle, and all this just to give Watson just to give it to Watson? I mean, did we buff all that just to make Watson better than them? I mean, that's crazy. I hope not. All right, let's set this up, guys. I want to do a big one because guess what? In about 13 minutes, we have some modes. How much more do we have? We still have a few things, actually. Wow, we still have a few things to go over. In 13 minutes, it all starts. I want to do a major shout out, though. And Nessie is the go. I want to do a major shout out. A major shout out. Hey, by the way, no worries playing, I guess. So, major shout out to everyone who jumps over from YouTube, okay, to join us on Twitch. For this launch, it's going to be exciting. We definitely want some vibes going. I know that I want you to stay where you are. I want you to stay where you are if you can, but just to go leave a follow. That way next time when we go, we're going to be ready. We're going to be ready to rock and roll. What I'm going to try to do next time as well is when I stream on YouTube, get the bit rate real high on YouTube, get it a little bit more stable on Twitch. Things that I'm working on myself, but for this has been a great launch so far. So I appreciate you guys. Okay, let's go. Launch Royale. We already know about that. Take a trip back in time to play Apex when it first launched. The following changes are meant to be a highlight of some of the most differences and are not completely inclusive to all changes. Additionally, quality of life improvement from Apex have been retained for a smoother experience. General changes: original Kings Canyon map and POIs, original loot description and loot items, players drop with no equipment or healing items. Armor Core Evo has been removed. Each piece of armor is pick up only and does not evolve. Original shield swapping mechanics are now in play. I love it. No evolution armor, original ring timings and damage, no equipment, no items. Oh my God. Original Kings Canyon legend changes, no class-based legend perks. Oh my God. It's going to be so weird playing all these new perks in one mode and then going to this. It's insane. Each legend has the majority of theirs. I always found it weird that she had those support perks. Yep, I get it. I think reintroduce being able to bunny hop while healing. Reintroduce punch. Oh, you can bunny hop. Oh my God. What? Yo, that is crazy. Bunny hopping and healing used to be the most insane thing. This is where I watched Dizzy. You guys ever saw Dizzy play? Man, he was like such an amazing player in Apex. So fun to watch. So fun to watch, man. And bunny hopping, oh my God, these guys were insane. Punch boosting as well. We're punching the ground behind you, gives a slight speed boost. Players can infinitely jump on zip lines. Max 3 interactions before cooldown is removed. Shields are not automatically regenerated on finishers. Now you have gold armor. Do you have the, oh my God, do you have the fast heal? Fast heal backpack? Self-revive, shield regeneration. Oh my God. That is insane. Shield regeneration on the gold armor now. Original capacities on all magazines. No laser sights, snipers, energy mags. They don't exist yet. Original hop-up, select fire, energy choke, turbocharger, skull piercer. Helmet protections have been reverted to balance for a season. Ammo stacks and inventory have been changed. This is insane. I forgot about all this stuff. Original attachments equipped. Original tunings on all weapons. Launch rail variants have been created to authentically recreate the feeling of the original weapons. All hipfire reverted to a much tighter spread. Original gold kitted weapons restored. Global headshot damage 2.0. Crate weapons, Mastiff, Kraber, L-Star. Includes Rift Relics, and then we got the rotations. Rift Relics, Relic weapons. Okay, we already know about this. 3030, G7, Prowler, Wingman, Spitfire, L-Star, Mastiff, Alternator with Disruptor rounds. My goodness gracious. Oh, I'm so excited. I am so excited. EPG-1, we have the special weapon in there. So this is gonna be a good test to see how it feels in real. We'll have Broken Moon, Stormpoint, World's Edge. Love these maps. All good stuff. E-District will go out. It should go into, I would imagine, ranked. We'll have TDM controlling gun run. And for the next foreseeable future, ranked. Low entry cost above platinum, 45, 65, and 90. Disclosure of ranks for all matches. And I don't know the exact ranked maps. We've got some graphic fixes. Direct X12 no longer in beta. Faster, more stable for most players, especially BR matches. All right, Direct X12. I don't know much about this, guys, but I'll definitely take a look. I definitely need to get my settings perfect as well, because I've had some FPS issues. So I'm not going to mess with that because I don't quite know enough about this yet. But I am very curious about how Direct X12 will work. Bug fixes. All Legends, Ballistic Ult will shoot up the L-Stars overheats, low indication players highlighted in Void, Unshield, Big Mod, mobile respawn beacons to deploy much quicker. That's good. Newcastle, hey, I am Bodge with a subscription. Welcome to the storm. I am Bodge. You get the badge, you get the emotes, and you make that storm that much stronger. Welcome to the stream and the family. I am Bodge. How you doing today? Thank you so much for your support. Apex packs, BR retro packs, loot pool browser allows you to clearly preview the loot pool probabilities, disclosure information, and any already owned items, enhancing visibility into what could be obtained. Mass pack opening. You could open like a bunch of different packs. That's pretty cool. Spark bonus meter. Earn limited time rewards by filling meter as you open eligible packs. This feature will be available for limited periods of time. Firing range. Death boxes. Dead players now spawn death boxes. Full combat hard dummies. New option to fight against hard full combat dummies. Take cover, much more aggressive and accurate with shots. Execute juke maneuvers. Oh, this will be good for testing. And Nessie was a little late to trick-or-treating, but she brought a friend to make up for it. Guys, those are the patch notes. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Leave a like. Never stop gaming, and I'll see you all next time. I'm still streaming, but that's it for this video, which I'll end right there. You guys have been amazing. The stream continues, though. We are live on it. And as I said, I will give a big shout-out. So